Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Zidane Wahyu Saputra. I'm from Pasuruan. I'm a college student from UM, or you can call it Universitas Negeri Malang. I'm here to complete the task from Mr. Andika. Today, I will explain about this image. What is that? This image is just some small part from mass and energy analysis of control volume. So, before I will explain about this image, therefore let me explain from the start so we can more understand about this image. Okay, so the first one is the law of conversation mass. The law of conversation mass date from Anthony Lavoisier 1798 discovery that mass is neither created nor destroyed in chemical reaction. In other words, the mass of one element at the beginning of a reaction will equal the mass of that element at the end of the reaction. If we account for all reagent and product in a chemical reaction, the total mass will be the same at any point in time in any closed system. Lavoisier finding laid the foundation for modern chemistry and revolutionized science. The law of conservation of mass holds true because naturally occurring elements are very stable at the condition found on surface of the Earth. Most elements can form fusion reaction found only in star or supernova. Therefore, in the everyday world of Earth, from the peak of the highest mountain to the deepest of the deepest ocean, atoms are not converted to other elements during chemical reaction. Because of this, individual atoms that make up living and non-living matter are very old, and each atom has a history. An individual atom of a biological important element such as carbon may have spent 65 million years buried as coal before being burned down in power plant. Because of this, individual atoms that make up living and non-living matter are very old. Each atom has a history. An individual atom of a biological important element such as carbon may have spent 65 million years buried as coal before being burned in a power plant, followed by 2 decades in Earth's atmosphere before being dissolved in the ocean, and then taken up by an illegal cell that was consumed by a cockpit before being respired and again entering the Earth's atmosphere. The atom itself neither created nor destroyed but cyclone among chemical compounds. Ecology can apply the law of conservation mass of the analysis of elemental cycle by conducting a mass balance. This analysis is important to the process of ecological as Lavoisier finding were to chemistry. So, in short, conservation mass is a mass like energy converted property, and it cannot be recreated or be destroyed during a process. And then life and the law of conservation of mass. Life involve obtaining, utilizing, and disposing of elements. The biomolecules that are the building block of life are protein, lipid, carbohydrate, and nucleic acid, are composed of a relatively small subset of the 100 or so naturally occurring elements. Living organisms are primarily made of 6 elements such as oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphorus, and each of these important elements cycle through the Earth system. Ecosystem can be true of as battleground for this element, in which species that are more efficient competitors can often exclude inferior competitors. So, the most ecosystem contains so many individual reactions, it would be impossible to identify them all. Each of these reactions must obey the law of conservation of mass. The entire ecosystem must also follow the same consistent, though no real ecosystem is a truly closed system. We use the same conservation law by accounting for all input and all output. Scientists conceptualize ecosystem as a set of compartments that are connected by flow of a material and energy. Any compartment could represent a biotic or antibiotic compartment, such as fish, a school of fish, forest, or a pool of carbon. Because of a mass balance over time, the amount of any element in one of these compartments could hold steady. If the input are equal to the output, increase. If the input more than the output, or decrease if the input less than the output. For an example, early successional forests gain biomass as trees grow and thus act as a carbon sink. In mature forests, the amount of carbon taken up through the photosynthesis may equal the amount carbon respired by the forest ecosystem. So, there is no net change in stored carbon over time. When a forest is cut, and especially if trees are burned down to clear land for agriculture, this stored carbon returns the atmosphere as CO2. Mass balance ensures that the carbon formerly locked up in biomass must go somewhere else. It must return some other compartment of some ecosystem. Mass balance property can be applied over many scales of organization, including the individual organism, the watershed, or even the whole city. And then there is a mass balance of element of in organism. The availability of individual element can vary a great deal between non-living and living matter. Life on Earth depends on the recycling of essential chemical elements. While an organism is alive, its chemical makeup is replaced continuously as needed elements are incorporated and waste products are released when an organism dies. The atoms that were bound in biochemical region is simpler molecule in the atmosphere, water, and soil through the action decomposer. Each organism has a unique, relatively fixed elemental formula or composition determined by its form and function. For instance, large size or defensive structure created particular element demands. Other biological factors such as rapid growth can also influence elemental composition. Ribonucleic acid, or you can call it RNA, is the biomolecular template used in the protein synthesis. RNA has a high phosphorus content, up to 9% by mass. In the microbes and invertebrates, RNA account for a large fraction of organism total phosphorus content. As a result, fast-growing organisms such as bacteria, which can double more than 6 times per day, have especially high phosphorus content and therefore demand. By contrast, among vertebrates, structural material such as bone, made of calcium phosphorate, account for the majority of organism phosphorus content. Among mammals, big-tailed deer have a relatively high phosphorus demand due to their annual investment in calcium and phosphorus-enriched antler. Failure to meet elemental demand can lead to poor health, limited reproduction, and even extinction. The extinction of the majestic elk is thought to have been caused by the shortened growing season that occurred during the last ice age, which is reduced the ability of the calcium and phosphorus these animals needed to grow their enormous antlers, obtaining the resource required for the metabolism, growth, and reproduction is one of the central challenges of life. Animals, particularly those that feed on plants, often consume diets that do include enough of the nutrients they need. The struggle to obtain nutrients from the poor quality diet influence feeding behavior and digestive physiology, and has led to epic migration and seemingly bizarre behavior such as geography. And similarly, for the example, decisional mass migration of Mormon secret cricket. The flip side of the struggle to obtain scarce resource in the need of getting rid of the excess substances, herbivora often consume a diet rich in carbon. Think potato chip. Few nutrients but lot energy. Some of this material can be stored internally but is limited option in the excess carbon storage can be harmful. Just obesity is harmful to humans. And then mass balance in human dominated ecosystem. Mass balance consistently apply everywhere, even to highly aerated ecosystems such as cities or agricultural fields. Cities food import fuel, water, and other material and export material such as manufactured goods. Cities also produce large quantity of waste product, with solid waste sent to landfill, CO2 and other pollutants produced from the combustion of fossil fuel being released to the atmosphere. Nutrients from the sewage and the fertilizer runoff can end up in river where they will fertilize downstream aquatic ecosystem. Human agricultural system can also be analyzed using a mass balance ecosystem approach, trading agricultural practice and population efficiency, with most production staying off the farm. Food livestock was produced on the farm. Food for the farmers family was produced on the farm, and plant and animal was composited for use fertilized on a farm. As a result, the amount of material cycling with the farm ecosystem was a lot relative to the input and output the system. By contrast, modern industrial agriculture emphasizing maximizing yield over efficiency. Farmer import fertilizing in a large amount and grow and export commodity crops inorganically in this highly open ecosystem where input and output can be far exceed internal cycling. Food from farmer family must often be imported as well. Highly productive agricultural systems are critical feeding in the world growing human population, but as many of the ingredients modern agriculture become increasingly limited over the next century due to the geologic deposit, we will be faced with the challenge of the increasing the efficiency of this system. Just as constraint as a mass balance provide a useful tool ecologic in studying natural ecosystem, mass balance also ensures that increase in human population and material consumption that was characterized the past 200 years cannot continue indefinitely. And then I will explain about surrounding, system, and boundary. What is that? It's three complex things that always together. First, I will explain the system. System is usually a mass or volume that protect or covered by the boundary, and the boundary is surrounded by the surrounding. For the example, look at this image. This image is a closed system. A closed system is a type of thermodynamic system where the mass is conserved within the boundaries of the system, but the energy is allowed to freely enter or exit the system. In chemistry, a closed system is one of the which neither reaction nor the product can enter or exit, yet which allow energy transfer, heat, and light. A closed system may use in for experiment where temperature isn't a factor. The second one is open system. The second one is open system. Look at this image. Yeah, this image may have a chance that the the system may escape the boundary by moving the boundary. Yeah, you can move the boundary like that, and then the system can be escaped from the boundary. That's why it's called open system. Okay, we already talked the surface of this topic, and then with getting closer to my image, which is the energy analysis of unsteady flow process. But before that, I will explain about the energy analysis of steady flow process. During a steady flow process, the total amount of mass contained within a controlled volume does not change within time. mCv equal constant. Then, the construction of mass principle requires that the total amount of mass entering a control volume equal to the total of mass leaving it. And then there is my image. This image is energy analysis of unsteady flow process. What is that? Many processes of interest involve in change within the control volume with time. Such processes are called unsteady flow or transit flow process. Most unsteady flow process can be represented reasonably well by the uniform flow process. Uniform flow process, the fluid flow at any inlet or exit is uniform and steady, and thus the fluid property do not change with the time or position over the cross section of an inlet or exit. If they do, they are averaged and treated as a constant for the entire process. So first up, look at this image. Yeah, this image, the energy equation of a uniform flow system reduced to that of closed system when all the inlet or exit are closed. So it can be we can measure how much the system want to be out, because there is that moving thing that we can spin to release the system inside the boundary, so the system can be out. That's why it called unsteady flow. Yeah, that's why the called unsteady flow. And then the second image also the same, but with different principle. It not using the spinning thing, but it moving the boundary from the top to the bottom, so the system can be out. Okay, from my image there is some formula with my image. The first formula is mass balance with this formula. Yeah, and then there is the energy balance with this formula. I think that's all for my explanation about my image. I'm sorry if there is any mistake from my explanation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.